Okay. Oh no, shoot. Okay, we're not gonna have Instagram then.
What happened to Instagram?
Well, did you start a new? You started a new thing.
I didn't start anything.
Let's see. I need your finger. We're live. Sorry.
Should I make like a post that says we might lose the feed tonight? Or will they just know when the feed goes off? The Wi-Fi might be I wonder if we'll have this kind of trouble when we're broadcasting from home.
No,
Is it also
not
telephone?
Shaw.
Oh, Shaw. It sucks too
Shaw,
because
if you're
I don't
watching,
want
thanks.
I don't want a new machine that we'll have to send back in 4 months.
Hopefully they can just reset it. Okay, so we are live to YouTube and Facebook, and I appreciate.
Is this the live part?
We're live.
Can they hear my voice? Is anybody there? I see one person. It might be me.
I'll hit share and see what's going on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
also,
it's here.
I'll also share.
Yeah.
We might have problems with the Wi-Fi tonight.
Okay.
Oh, it's Leanne's birthday today?
Yeah. Hi, Georgia. Hi. How are
Hi,
you?
Georgia.
Good.
What's new?
Well,
Oh my
we're both a little
gosh.
traumatized because the Wi-Fi is not working.
Oh,
But then again, maybe this is just funny.
It's all funny. So we
Ha
hilarious. Okay, we are live to YouTube and Facebook.
Sorry? Oh, thank you.
How are you doing? How's
Doing
it going?
good. How are you?
Very good.
Well, the Wi-Fi is not working, so we're a little stressed. But otherwise, we're very happy.
Oh, hello. How are you? Oh, awesome. Thank you. Rich, could you do the startup or on the phone?
Yep.
What? Oh, hi. We were just calling about.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. We were just calling about our internet connections cutting in and out, and it's kind of affecting our livelihood and live events on Wednesdays. And we tried to call earlier, but now we're actually trying to get it started. So we were wondering if you could see if there is any way from your end of looking at the connection.
Check on the viability of our connection.
Both. It's hardlined and not hardlined, and it's not working.
It is working intermittently.
Intermittently, like it drops.
But it should be I think we're frying popping popcorn waves here. And, it should,
No.
So, Rich, I should put this on the live feed, and you can.
I'm backstage, right? Meow.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with the land acknowledgement. So everyone, if you are here, hi Zach, nice to see you.
Hello. Tom's here too.
Hi.
Somewhere. There he is.
Hi, nice to see you. All right. We're kind of getting people set up here. I'm alone. Okay, so we're gonna start, and I'm gonna start with the land acknowledgement, and then we'll get some people over here. So, the Creator gifted us with this land that we're blessed to share. Hi, share and care for together. We acknowledge that the land we gather on in Makinstis is the ancestral territory of the Siksika Sitapi, the Siksika, the Gaina, the Pikani, and the Amskapi Pikani. We acknowledge all First Nations and Métis of Treaty 7 lands, the Sutena, the Itkabi, which includes Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Goodstoney. We commit to advancing reconciliation, guided by truth, respecting treaty laws, and humbly walking alongside First Nations, Métis, and Inuit. So we're thankful to be able to gather on this space together and make art together. And no matter what treaty land we're on, we are very grateful. So thank you so much for joining us. And I appreciate if you guys hit share, then more people can see the art being made. And this is a really nice evening. There are new pieces up on the wall. The show is called Imperfect World. So there's a photo show going on. And Zach, I think, who inspired some, what is that when you have draw for prizes? So we got to draw
A waffle.
artist. And it wasn't a donut. Is that what they're called? Waffle? Waffle. Yeah, waffle. Donut. I'm just thinking of all the baked goods. So this is the ad, Imperfect World. So photo show. Rich also has a couple of new big pieces up. And we are going to start the evening. Hi. Hello, how are you? Good. So there's lots of tables, and we're just getting our pieces of inspiration. We're online and in person. So there's you're safe over there. No, you're perfect. And we're just getting the inspiration, and then there's a new photo show over there. And yeah, just feel free to check stuff out. But I'm just starting with the ideas first.
So these are
All right. So first piece of inspiration is the silverfish. So sometimes silverfish can be like scary bugs that you see, I think. But this is like a very beautiful, looks like a sterling silver, lovely sculpture from this book. And that's our first piece, the silverfish. It's kind of like who's that sculptor in Calgary? Jeff DeBoer, who does the armor for the cats and the little mice. That's what it reminds me of. Little sterling silver armor. And okay, then second piece of inspiration comes to us from Jean Shinoda Bolin. And I really like reading about she's a Freudian analyst, and this is one of her books, Goddess in Every Woman. And then we have Hestia and Hermes. So the first piece of inspiration is a silverfish, and the second piece of inspiration is Hestia, as the goddess of the home, and Hermes, kind of like the messenger. They're talking about archetypal duality. So I like the idea of the Jungian analysts. They talk about archetypes and the idea of how we fit into these archetypes. So we have Hestia
They're going to give you a number to call
and
back tomorrow.
Hermes.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Can you get the last piece?
The last piece of inspiration is
All right, the number two.
the internet needs to work or we die. How far did she get? Did she get one of these?
Hermes and stuff like that.
second one.
But I don't know if she showed Hermes and another person.
Oh, I know what the inspiration is going to be. There we go.
Anything else?
Awesome.
Thank you so much for Bye. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we have Hestia and Hermes. We have silverfish.
Sir, can you read this? You need to use the mic.
And holy. I love that there's sticks everywhere. It's really fun. I was just gonna yank it until something broke. That's my problem solving level, right? By Puck. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered ere, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to skate the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the Puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. So we got from Midsummer's Night Dream, Puck's last message to the crowd. That's a good one. So we have Hestia and Hermes, we have Puck, and we have Silverfish. And we're hoping the internet holds out. So we are very grateful. And then we have our friends. We got lots of friends joining us from their studios. We have lots of friends here seeing the new show up. And we are very grateful. So thank you, everyone. We make art for 2 hours based on anything. We have the inspirations, but at 9. So thank you so much, everybody. And we're going to start making the art. There's snacks, the beautiful artwork, and everything. Okay, thank you. Oh, no. So feel free to move tables around.
I want to come on.
Oh, yeah.
Who did the cars?
Rich T.
Is
He
that
took
her?
a yeah.
Cypress?
He took a picture when we were at the Safeway, and then he beautiful little paint. Do you want to do here?
Just,
Yes.
I sat in the car and drew that at Safeway.
Oh, you sat and drew that in. Oh yeah, and then painted it afterwards.
Doesn't matter. I'm just saying that's what happened. I sat in the car and drew that. I did take a picture of the colors from the picture.
I know it's hard when this is beautiful thing.
What's the matter? You got it?
No, she said it was a good one.
Oh, you are? I thought you said I was going to say for the auction. I was like, what did you do wrong?
All right.
I forgot you love chairs. That wasn't meant to be manipulated.
Welcome, everyone.
Yes. I got my sketchbook. I get around to it all. Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe I'll do a little puck.
This is Elizabeth.
Hello.
I tried to hear.
You got, I'm not an
I
artist.
had that exact shirt.
Do you
In
really?
high school. The pattern,
Well, this is actually from Bolivia.
Oh, yeah?
I'm a market in Bolivia, and I've kept it for many years.
She's a writer. She's writing a third book, right?
Yeah, it's finished.
What's your book called?
Well, I have two. First one's called Speak Now, Do Not Die. That second one is The Errant Husband, Errant.
Yeah.
This next one's called Food for the Journey. I like to travel.
Jess and I have books.
Oh, do you?
Her book is called
Goddess Alpha.
The Goddess Alpha. And
Oh,
our poetry book's called Awake in the Undertow. So, like you're saying with the play, it's wake in the undertow, but it's also awake in the undertow.
Oh, and what are your names?
Jess and Rich Taylor. And then our other book is The River Troll.
That's just in which.
River Troll.
Yeah. So
Oh.
if you've ever gone under the bridge on the way over to Kensington,
Yes, all the time.
you know the big naked troll on the wall?
Did I not notice that big naked troll?
It's pretty big.
I should have noticed it, but I guess I didn't.
Yeah, under the C train bridge.
Oh, sorry?
Under the sea train.
Oh, under the sea
Yeah.
train bridge.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just thinking of the walking path.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
no,
so
under,
you-
yeah. So it's like the walking path that's under the sea train bridge that goes into Kensington.
Okay, and that's, okay, well, I think I've been there. Yeah.
You'll see next time. for
Next
sure.
time, yeah.
Maybe it like fits into the atmosphere so well that you didn't even know.
Well, maybe, yeah, exactly.
Now you have to use your imagination. I have a canvas, yeah. No, I have paint. I have my
Where'd Kelly go? Where did Kelly go?
She's backstage. Oh no, let's see. I don't know where I put it.
Oh, okay. I have, yeah.
Excuse me, one of you guys work here?
Oh yeah, we both
Are
have.
we allowed to take pictures of the artwork?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, I have so many flushes, I couldn't find one.
You couldn't find any?
No, I mean, I found some, but just not the one I really would like. I'll make do.
Did you open the back door?
No.
You don't open the back door?
Like when you're on the phone.
Have you seen my blue gloves?
Like leather.
I have no idea even how to prepare a canvas.
Everyone has their own way. There's no right way or wrong way.
Oh, blue,
I
like
usually
working
use
gloves.
this one to.
Are they on the front shelf there, Mel?
I've used
Yeah, like-
white. That's what I do. You don't need no help.
I don't know how to do this. I only just watch people on the internet and do it.
You went to teach before.
Yeah, because someone told me how to do it. Use some of my things, right? It's very cool.
Is Kelly on the left?
Yeah, I usually paint my. Is that
Theo,
Yeah, it's white.
who's that?
Oh,
What's that?
I can use it on this too, I guess.
I'm worried I bumped her.
well,
Well, hi. Feel free to move any tables around or anything.
Hello.
Hello.
You're just here for is to inspire us all.
Well, I have no idea what I'm doing, but she's going to be, and I'm gonna try to do
I just asked
something.
for the fun.
Yeah.
That's all.
What are you working with?
Well, today I think I'll work with some charcoal.
Some purple?
Charcoal.
Oh,
How about
sorry.
you? No,
I
that's okay.
don't know if it was the glove that
Yeah,
made
no,
me think that's what I heard.
well, I'm using the glove because the charcoal is so messy. I'm actually, I work quite quickly, and charcoal is my comfort zone, so I try and stay away from like leaning on the comfort zone, I guess. But every now and then it's like, oh, I haven't done charcoal in a while, so
It's like having craft dinner
yeah.
for lunch.
What kind of, do you make art?
I guess. I knit, I sew, I do cross stitch.
She's a fiber artist as well.
I do stained glass.
Oh, wonderful.
Where did you sing last? In your house?
I have a shop in my house.
Do you remember there used to be that stained glass store on 16th Avenue?
I haven't lit. Oh, Ruby Out is on 10th.
That's on 10.
Yeah. It's the only place in town to get supplies.
Oh, really?
Did it used to be on 16th Avenue?
Not in my life here. I've only been here 22 years. But I think it's always been there.
Right.
There was two other places, but I think the pandemic got them, which is weird. Like,
Because you think that would be
Those are
better
the best
for art
things
supplies.
around.
Yeah, exactly.
For artists, yeah.
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 I don't know how many stained glass artists there are in town, and the rest of us are home shops.
Oh, there's actually, I wonder if you know, one of our friends that joins us online, she is named Gina, and she's actually a very like avid stained glass artist, and she worked residencies she did, and so I wonder too, like if there's not many, then maybe that was before though, if you just came maybe 20 years ago or something.
Yeah, I honestly I don't even know any of the community. I just do it in my shop, and I've done windows in my own home and things for other people for gifts, or every year I make at least 2 garden ornaments, and I belong to a car club, so I donate them to the club for a raffle prize. But I don't think any more stained glass in my own home, so once in a while. This spring I had 2 women that we had Tuesday was bowling day for us, seniors day. And then when that was over, I said, oh, what do we do? And I said, well, I gotta make these panels, so do you want to have lessons?
Cool.
Yeah. And I'm a retired teacher.
Wow.
And thank you so much. My husband is gonna be sad that he didn't come. Thank you so much.
Did you say you were a teacher?
Yes. And
Where do you teach?
I'm retired.
Where did you teach?
I taught at Nellie McClung and Louis Riel most of my time here. I taught in a gifted program,
Oh, lovely.
which I loved. And
I'm not trying to compete with you, but we're also both teachers.
you're kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such a busy time of year for you, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why
This is a relief from the
Sort of.
Meet the Creature night
we've-
last week, right?
Oh, we're doing ours next week,
Oh,
And then we
yeah.
come here.
and then we come
Is
here
yours on a
after.
Wednesday?
No, it's a Thursday. Is yours on a Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh,
why?
they do. So usually they do the conferences Thursday and Friday, but
Oh.
sometimes the schools do them on different times. And his is on next Wednesday, I guess.
Yeah.
And so he'll be coming here after. Oh yeah.
It's like a 3-suit day.
So next Wednesday you should see how our mood is.
So is there an open house every Wednesday?
Everyone.
Oh, that's so cool.
This is our 591st,
91st.
and there's going to be about 602. So I meant to do 6.
Yeah, I heard that this place.
We're not re-signing the lease, so we're having fun until we wrap it up.
Is that going to be it, or will you find another space?
We
We're doing
are
something
going to go
different.
online,
Yeah.
and we're just shifting a little bit because we've been
Oh,
doing this for a long time, and so we're like kind of shifting gears. We actually
online would be pretty cool, right?
yeah.
We're online right now. Just to let you know, in case you're not in this protection program.
Oh, damn! I didn't put any makeup on.
You're fine.
Yeah, so what we have been doing is 2 hours of art making with 2 hours of auction afterwards for the last 600 rumbles since 2012. We signed a 1-year lease at Gorilla House. That's that sign there. So we have 14th this
Okay.
sign here. And then we got gentrified out of our last building.
Gentrified.
The old owner sold the building, kicked us out with a good month. He basically said we could have 4 months' notice at the beginning of Christmas. So if you remember being a teacher, it was December 18th, the first day of Christmas. I said, if we're leaving, I've got 2 weeks to move out. How about you let me out in January? He's all mad about that, but he's also kicking me out. So we had a year and a half at Gorilla House, and then we had exactly 1 year off, and then we opened up here. And we've been here for 11 years and 3/4. And when we hit,
Well, it's time.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's an evolution.
so after
You don't look old enough to have been here.
I do. In January, the week after we do this, where we have this, like right now, there's 3 cameras on and people are just chatting and talking, and those other people are in Vancouver and different places.
Oh, yeah.
So we sort of forget we have an audience right now. There'll be about 10 to 20 people watching at any given time. At the end of the week, there's about 500 people that watch. Just people sitting in chairs chatting.
So is it just streaming, or is it
We're streaming right
up
now.
on YouTube?
It stays up on, yeah.
Yeah.
So the week after we close the space, we're going to shift to a non-monetary project where at 7 or 8 o'clock, we haven't decided when, we come online. Jess and I will be broadcasting from our home. Our apartment.
Are you married?
Yes.
Oh,
Our apartment's
actually
been
got
turned
married here,
into.
did you?
Yeah, on the roof.
And somebody made your cards and your invitations.
I made my own journal.
We didn't invite anybody.
We
They
just
didn't
said-
show up. They didn't get to
We
come.
just said, come on Wednesday. We did it before one of our events.
We made $900 at our wedding. So most people pay for weddings, you know.
That was a side. Sorry, I didn't.
That was
want to
funny.
distract.
I appreciated that.
Okay. The week after we shut down, we're going to go online and we pick a person, place, or thing that's deserving of good attention. We do a 2-hour special about them, talking about how great they are while we're making artwork, while we're
And is your
explaining.
artwork about them or inspired
Yeah,
by them?
yeah.
Or off?
And at the end of the episode, we mail out a piece of artwork to them as a surprise.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Isn't it lovely?
And her mother is mortified by everything I do. So she'd be like, what? Jeans and jean shirt and jean pants? No. And so each week her mother comes in dressed up in our delivery outfit. She's named Delivery Debbie. And she helps us pack the piece up when we mail it out. They'll get a piece of artwork as a surprise. They'll get a QR code where they can watch the episode where we talk about how great they are. And then they'll get a QR code to get back to us if they want to. So we, in between our galleries, went to Venice Beach, spent a month on the beach, and we made 40 paintings and traded 40 good paintings for 40 good deeds. A dentist went back to Atlanta and gave away a free dental extraction. A movie producer that had never touched a lawnmower before mowed his neighbor's lawn. And so we're going to move more to that process of a gratitude project.
The world needs that.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And my son's really on board, and people sometimes they'll ask him, they're like, well, what are you going to do if nobody's watching? It's like, we don't care, we're just going to do it. So
Yeah. We made puppets, so I sewed puppets. They designed them and I sewed them. So it's gonna be like puppets in different segments, like throughout the evening too.
yeah,
So
they'll be
it's like-
singing, dancing, puppets. We have a character named Dead Kevin, which is a mannequin that doesn't speak.
Okay.
And writing dialogue for Dead Kevin is just insane because the temptation is like, what's that, Kevin? You think I look very handsome today? Oh, thank you. But instead of speaking for Dead Kevin, we speak to Dead Kevin, and through our reactions, you have to infer what he says. But depending on what your bent is, everybody will hear Dead Cuban say different things.
Right.
So it's I find it like that's. We also have this weird like Lost in Space thing we do called it's dumb. Like when I tell you about it, it sounds as dumb as it is. It's actually not any better. But
Oh, you are fast.
yeah, these are all my works here on the wall. So to keep the space open, I have
Is
to.
the red charcoal as well? Or is that?
Like that's what I was saying before. Like charcoal's my go-to. So you'd be hard pressed to find something that I didn't put charcoal into. Let me tell you what I do. I like to have whatever the original surface showing.
Okay.
Right? Then I'll paint. In this case, this is mostly temper paints. Those pucks. Yeah. The pucks that I.
Recognizable.
And then where you normally gesso your canvas to start, I almost always use gesso as an accent at the end.
Okay.
And so I like to have a drawing painting and the surface in every painting I've ever done. So
Okay.
it's a visual history of what happened. If that makes sense.
That one looks a little bit more like watercolor gouache combo with the charcoal.
No.
Okay.
Oh, that one's gouache. This one's actually all tempera.
Yeah.
Except for your ear, which I painted in gouache.
Oh.
She's got huge funny ears, so
Focus.
Bring the focus.
Actually, there's several of her. And if you look, it's the only thing I really pay attention to is her ears.
It's hilarious.
If I get the ears right, I know I'm done. So everything else you can kind of just infer that the ears.
Sometimes you do good toes.
This one used to be there? I thought so. I saw that roll up house thing there. But maybe not that was down there.
I downloaded space just to share yours.
Thank you.
I deleted because I'm
I know. Actually, I only use it for that too, so I totally understand.
Okay. David, you have something there?
I was gonna use that one, but that was really easy.
I learned how to do both as a kid. I've heard it's easy.
It's okay, that's what I wanted.
But I think it's better if you're braided and you do it bilateral. So they put on better for your I have a
So I will not.
So far, you seem good.
Most days. We'll see. I'm approaching 70, so it could go downhill.
Yeah, hopefully not. Some people at 70 aren't even talking.
Right.
Yeah. My grandma. Made it this far.
Very. I was recommending for home. Yes. He's telling me about it.
Yeah, how you doing?
How you do, what a great idea. Yeah, so does somebody show you? Well, how many? I can't show her. I don't
He was dead. Say no. Yeah, but they were waiting for the
Yeah, right.
hairless person to get to our work so that she could help. It's really rough. It's more dramatic, but
Oh, I'm telling you, I can do 2 or 3 hours of homework myself. So I can teach the next day and I have kids in class and I'm smarter than me.
Oh, did you guys pick a theme?
No,
A theme for the drawings? No?
Midsummer's
Oh, yeah.
Night's Dream.
Oh yeah, Puck's last like monologue in A Midsummer's Night Dream. So Puck. There was silverfish, and there was a really beautiful illustration of like armor almost over a fish, like silver, and then Hestia and Hermes.
Okay. You give fire sign.
Hermes like the bags.
Oh yeah, that would be nice too. It was talking about how they were kind of a dichotomy. Hestia is like the goddess of the home, and Hermes is kind of like this flitting around messenger. So kind of like these two opposites.
Hestia is more static.
The heart, yeah, she's kind of like the whole body.
Oh, there is a TV show about the mix.
Is it new?
Yes, it's new.
We have to get Netflix again just to watch that. 'cause-
We got rid of Netflix, and then they
That's awesome. Thank you. I love that. Yeah, we were looking at that. It looks amazing.
with
What's his name?
Is it called Chaos?
Yes.
Yeah, Chaos.
I want
to say Greg something.
We go to that. I'm just trying to do something else.
Gold? No,
Jeff.
Jeff Goldberg. Yeah. Gold? You said Jeff.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You are the actress. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's interesting how the Hestia is a woman, right?
Yeah.
And she's the one that's grounded, and Hermes is the messenger, and he's the man, right?
So you can like fly, like
Yeah.
just airborne and moving and
Do you have an eraser?
well, this is a fast one, but do you want a bigger one?
A big one.
Yeah.
I think I have some right
You
now.
have a bunch here, yeah.
Yes, I know. So does that mean one letter? Okay. Maybe you made it. Okay. Well, some average people do say tattoos that are linear.
Oh, yeah. So you take pen to follow me mindfulness again, or follow me mind.
Oh, I was thinking. No, I haven't.
Yeah. For me.
Oh, yeah, my great.
I think you took the girls and which I spent time.
And then you did it past.
Yeah.
It's not a fashion accessory. It's a spiritual thing.
I have a question. Did you make your own wedding dress?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, and I made my own crown and everything. It was like I got like locally made paper and fabric flowers that I made my own crown out of, and then I made my own dress. And I was kind of loosely basing it off of Salome and the Dance of the Seven Veils. So I had 7 different fabrics that I was like putting together. But I think I kind of stopped because I started really liking it, and I kind of took off in a different vein. But it was like, yeah, there's I think at least 4 of them I got there. Yeah, it was really fun. And actually, we only decided like a month in advance, so I did it all in a month. It was pretty fun. It was over summer, so we had all day.
That's a good time to get married.
Yeah.
It's a good time to get married in December.
Especially here, it's just so open, and we can be out. And
Yeah.
I think so. Winter would just have a different feel, I guess. It would be more like, it would be cozy, but I think it would be more exclusive because maybe people just wandered by and took cars. And it was pretty fun.
You share it with the world as well as your art and that's good here, right?
Yeah,
There's not a lot of privacy.
it was pretty fun.
I enjoyed it very much.
Which sucks when we're grumpy, right? Because it's like everybody gets grumpy, but like we're like
Yeah, 2 more.
right there for everyone to see.
And you're gonna.
I feel like people are very forgiving because we don't
For
really
you,
hide. Oh, they see that you have to deal with me, and then oh my goodness.
Grumpiness can be beautiful too, like it tells a lot about people, right? Not necessarily in the negative way, right?
Yeah, totally.
It's closed down around 7:30 this summer, which is good. Because, you know, when the sun goes down, it can start getting chillier. I know.
Ever since.
Is it, yeah, that's right. That's gonna be. Are you? So, well, it's a big. Too bad it was. There are lots of, I had family in Yukon, and so in the summer, so there would be, they would, yeah, and they would go to a big festival. To one of the that's amazing. My husband and I went there one summer in
Hello.
we didn't enjoy. And it's so, it was funny, like, the sun was just, her eyes, I didn't know what to see. 3 hours later, at 1 in the morning. Yes. To be fair. No. Where would you go all the way to? The winter in my house, she
That looks nice.
That looks nice.
Yeah, I like it.
So you got time for that. Calgary, the only Oh, I don't know.
Chico, how was the water?
is the live feed okay?
Looks good. I see someone in backstage.
It's me.
There's 2 people in backstage.
It's me?
Oh,
Who's the other person?
Is it Kelly? I can't see from back here. Do you want me to look?
Oh, no, I'm not a hiker. Mine used to go up the stairs in my house.
Yes.
That's how it is.
Yeah, it's.
They didn't know?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try to, I'm so glad that you can use time. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll be around.
You have a look. Just walk away. Yeah, you never know.
Hey, Bobby, how are you doing?
Hey, Bobby Short hair, good looking.
Yeah, how you doing?
Beautiful.
Was it Robert Redford?
Nope. Nice. I've seen it. Well, I've done it as well. Yeah. You want to see it?
How much time is that? Maybe
It's 7:48.
7:48.
1 hour?
What's that?
1 hour?
Oh, it's 7:49. I know all about it.
Thanks for doing He came in and was like, just do whatever you want, bro. I was like, no tips. He's like, yeah, I am. He was like, you know what you're doing? I was like, you're right, but yeah, okay. I know, and it's terrifying. Especially girl. Yes. I don't know, I just.
Because I've only heard little like bits and pieces. So just
It's the same. And I would have to do this.
My friend
I don't know.
That's yours?
Yeah.
Sorry?
The big clouds are following the little clouds. You think we should be all the clouds?
Yeah, because clouds are energetic, but they have
Do you use markers at all? No. So I was just gonna give them to you because I ordered this package and then I didn't want pastel colors. I don't know why,
I can
but
use it for this and I can leave it with the host so they
Anything.
can.
go for it.
Did you see my face? I was like, I use markers, and I was like, don't be so greedy, Rich.
Sure you do, Rich. Not those kind of pastel.
I'm not a good spouse self.
I like.
I'll make anything work. I bet you could too.
Well, maybe. But I was hoping for some like colors. Shopping yesterday. I'm getting dumb from shopping. It's a little disconcerting. Anyway, so I was trying to buy something for a 1 year. I'm going to a 1-year-old's birthday party in a couple of weeks. And she's so cute. And she's got like really, really dark. Her skin is quite olive, and she has dark eyes and so cute and dark hair. So I'm looking up on something that popped. So I go shopping, and then pathetic. And just because she's a little kid doesn't mean you want to dress her in that icky pink, you know, you know,
Yes.
and powder blue and faded mauve and all this stuff. And so I was at the Gap even. And I said, we must have something with some color. It's just pathetic. I was hoping for red, to be honest.
Red is so good.
Red
is so good.
So George says to me, well, a little kid wouldn't notice. I said, well, yes, they would. Because you take the littlest kid and you line up all their clothes in the colors and they pick that. And it might be black or whatever. Yeah, it's whatever they like. You know?
Exactly.
So this poor kid is good. I found kind of a purpley little jumper with a colorful under it, I hope. I was disappointed.
I know. And actually, Felix said it really well. He's like, do you ever notice like every year there's just like a different style, different color. Everything comes out the same color.
Doesn't matter what street.
Yeah, exactly. So he was saying, like, even about technology, he was noticing that it's like white 1 year, all of the. Oh wow.
Now you just did that this minute, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that cow.
You would, wouldn't you?
You would. Yeah. Oh! Didn't just throw it.
Trashed my art. Said she was my wife for the rest of my life, and she trashed my art.
Just we create art and die, not trash art and die.
But yeah, I empathize. That's why
I'm not that
making
actually
a lot of my
attached to
stuff, and I end up like because we always have something in our heads too, and it's hard to find anything.
And you know, everything is colored. And it works for you.
This is Rich's sweater. He's like, he was gonna get rid of it. I was like, oh, I like it. It's soft.
But you know what? That's this year's color.
Yeah.
Like everywhere I went to was, that's
That's
even burgundy
Jesse's
is
every year
maroon.
color.
Maroon. Yeah. Yeah.
And I went maroon maroon is not me, you know? So,
No, it's
What
okay.
color do you like? That turquoise.
yeah, but it
You like the same colors as my mom.
needs to be. It has-
Saturated. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
And so I was actually just looking for something blue and maybe even something red, and I think I could find it. So a navy blue. At least you can dress that up with a scarf or something.
Right, that's the thing. You can always accessorize with those subtle colors. You can accessorize.
So it was kind of crazy.
That's fair.
Then I buy a lot of black as well as
There you go. Balance.
as well.
Yeah,
Get black, you can always do something with that.
exactly. Yeah.
So I get downtown, the first thing I saw was Value Village has opened a boutique on 8th Avenue.
What? I didn't see
Where the
that.
sport check was?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it's
we
in the
haven't
same
been down
block
that.
with Winners, right?
Okay.
So
yeah.
there's Winners, and then 2 doors down or whatever it is Value Village
Value
boutique.
Village.
Pretty fancy.
Value Village.
And then at least they had, thankfully, they put up a sign right at the front that said, "We are a for-profit corporation,"
'Cause they're-
so that nobody thinks that it's,
Yeah, because they're getting in
But
trouble for
where are they getting their stuff?
Are people still donating? Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that one doesn't bother me. I don't mean to be controversial, but I needed to get by Value Village when I started teaching. I went from having an extra $300 a month that I just left over. My paycheck basically covered my costs, my child support, my student loan. By the time I was a graphic designer, that is, right? And each month I was kind of like, oh, I could start saving some money. Instead, I would just find something I needed and spend about $300 a month. I became a teacher and I was exactly $300 a month short after eating, driving, washing my clothes, and gas, clothes, student loan, rent, and child support was $300 a month more than I made. So before I got new clothes, just to get by, I was $300 short every 30 days. And $300 isn't hard to come up with if that's all you have to do. But we've already come up with everything. Just like, oh, Jess, go outside and get me $300. Well, that's probably a bad example because she could just smile at somebody. It was just brutal getting by. And if I ripped my pants, which I did that year, it meant I didn't have 2 dinners. To me, and I think I probably told you this story. I took my daughter to the Vietnamese place, and she knew how to order off the menus, so that it would come to like $15. I had $50 for the rest of the week, and we got my stepdaughter who didn't have the habit of ordering cheap, so she ordered a pop and she ordered this. It was cranking up to $45, and I had 50. I'm like, I don't know if I have enough for a tip. And Robin says, "Oh, Daddy, can I please have a orange pop just this one time?" And I shouldn't have said this, but I did. I said out loud, "Robin, we're eating my lunch for the rest of the week." So she ordered the water. She got wonton soup. I waited forever for the bill to come. The waiter came by and I was like, "I need the bill," and he's like, "No, there's no bill." And I'm like, "There's a bill because I got $50. And it's gone." And it turned out there's a guy at the table next to me who was on a date and overheard me say that I was eating my lunch for the week, and so he bought our dinner. That was around, I think it came to $32. That $32 to me from that year would be worth $3,200 now. If I lost $32 out of my pocket that year, I would have cried harder than if I lost $3,200 right now. And that year, Value Village kept me alive, right? Like, I don't care if it's not for profit or if people get donations. Yeah, but I needed it to survive.
Yeah.
And I had used Value Village all my life. It hadn't been all my life that I needed to. Half my life I had needed to, but I was like 30 when I became a teacher, and I had a decent living before I became a teacher, and I was so heartbroken to be so hungry. I starved one day a week. For my first year teaching, I starved 1 day a week, and if I half ate 1 day a week, it meant I didn't starve 4 days in a row at the end of the month. So I ate for 6 days and I went without. And I had an envelope that said, "Hey, stupid, don't open this envelope until Tuesday or you'll starve to death."
Yeah.
And so I would eat for 6 days, struggle for a day, eat for 6 days, struggle for a day. And I had these little packages. But that year, I remember I didn't have a clean shirt. It was a formal ball. These are super rich kids. And all I had was like a turtleneck sweater and black slacks. And a brown turtleneck sweater and black slacks just doesn't look good. And I remember like being kind of heartbroken because I hadn't washed a dress shirt in time. All I had was these slacks. At one point that year, I did have enough money. Am I talking too much? At one point, I did have enough money to buy a jacket to go with my slacks, and I cut a piece of my slacks off from the inside of the cuff. And I was going into these jacket stores looking to see if I could match it up. And the guy saw me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You don't want to know." And he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just trying to match my pants and my jacket." He's like, gives me a lecture on how that's impossible. I'm like, "Well, I'll see all I can do." I ended up finding an exact match for my pants and jacket. And it was obviously a year later from a completely different dialect. In the noonday sun, under the brightest sun, it kind of looked like I'd washed my pants one more time than my jacket, right? Like they were a little bit faded. But you know, you would wash your pants more often than your jacket. So even under the bright sunlight where you could see it, it was still pretty invisible. And I haven't quite forgiven that guy for the lecture he gave me because I couldn't afford a jacket to go with my pants, and I didn't need that lecture. It was the best I could do either way, and what I needed was support. But
And you know what? What's a really good thing, I think, to have come through some of those kind of times, because then you understand what other people.
I miss it sometimes. If I'm really low, I'll crawl up on the couch and go to sleep in my jeans. And Jess is like, "What are you doing?" But that's how I feel when I used to. Didn't have a place to live. I was couch surfing. I never slept on the street, but I couch surfed for a decade. Sometimes I had an apartment, sometimes I didn't. But I had a system where I'd wear 2 jackets, a t-shirt and a sweater, and I'd end up, if I found a couch, I'd lay on the couch in a t-shirt. I'd put my other t-shirt over top of whatever pillows were on the couch for a fresh pillowcase. The jacket I was wearing became a blanket. And often my other inside jacket would be rolled up to me, but that was my like go-to. And when I'm really low, sometimes I just want to go to sleep in my jeans. And she's like, "You need to go to bed." I'm like, I'm in my comfy place right now. So.
It is.
And it's really, and every once in a while I rant a lot. I tend to do that.
What, sorry?
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, case I get on. But sometimes I do that with George and some of his friends because none of them really have any idea what it's like to live like that, whereas I do. I've been there, you know, where I'm going to the store, I've got 15 cents. This was in the 60s. 15 cents and 2 bottles that I could return for some, what kind of thing. And I'm thinking, what can I get? Because I had a can of corn, and, you know, this and this. And somehow we have to make dinner out of this. And so I can't remember what I got, but I did it and shopped at one of those discounty grocery stores in Los Angeles, where if you don't eat the stuff today, by tomorrow it's shot. Like that's how close it is to being bad.
Yeah.
And so, and then I'm coming back to this slum where we live.
Yeah.
It's a slum. You have to pull the bed away from the wall because you don't know. And then I meet this other guy, and he's living in the same slum. And he says to me, "Do you need anything to eat? I have some orange juice and a loaf of bread." But that's who you meet up with when you're in that kind of state, and everybody shared with everybody.
Totally. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That is really the thing.
But I say to them, some of them, they're going, "Oh, geez, I'm so broke, blah, blah." And I said, "Look, you don't know what broke is."
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, the world needs you.
Right? And so I was rapping. And then I think, how lucky I am right now.
Oliver and Felix are picky eaters. And one year I brought Oliver home. This is around that same time when I first started teaching. And I had to feed him before I took him home. And I had enough money that weekend for to stop at like Tim Hortons. So whatever I ate there was my meal for the day.
Right.
And I go, what do you want? All he wanted was a blueberry muffin. And I thought, well, that's fine because, like, you know. And I got a BLT. And when the muffin came, he didn't realize it had jam inside it. And so he didn't want to eat the muffin. Neither did I, actually. But I was like pulling the bacon out of his BLT. And I was so angry and I was so hungry. I also empathize with because I have food issues as well. So it was really tough because neither of us wanted to eat this jam, but I was like starving to death and I was pulling the bacon out of my sandwich to feed him.
There was somebody posted on Facebook or somewhere a while back, said, what's the one thing you would never eat no matter how hungry you were? And people were writing down things like liver and onions because they don't like it, right? Or broccoli and something. And at the end of all this, I just said, you guys have obviously never really been hungry. Yes, you would eat grasshoppers for crying out.
Yeah, that's that show they used to have, like Fear Factor, where they'd have people like, oh, will you eat these bugs and then jump in a volcano? I'm like, no, darts, I eat those bugs for $50.
Yeah,
You know,
right?
like,
So, lots of people eat bugs.
half the time I would eat those bugs just because I was hungry, you know?
Yeah.
Well, we eat more bugs than we know because every food that we eat has
Yeah.
a little, like,
Inside.
a certain percentage of cockroaches. Or
Yeah.
Crunchy.
Yeah.
So,
The government actually allows a certain percentage.
Oh, it's an interesting world.
That's true. That is true.
Oh, and I meant to ask, how's your mom?
My mom's doing okay.
No.
I go see her, since school started, I'm seeing her a little less. I try and get to see her at least once a week. It's probably been once every 2 weeks since school started.
Now, what home is she
It's called Providence. It's near Fish Creek.
in Providence?
Yeah, and if you want to go, I'll pick you up on the way. I tend to go when I have like the energy to go.
Yeah.
And over the summer, my daughter came, and my whole family was kind of going together, and I find that really stressful. Actually, I really like not having to. Yeah. I think she likes it too. Like I just show up
Just
and
you and her. And,
yeah.
He sits and draws her. It's like really sweet. Like, it's sweet. You don't have to do anything or be anything.
Just-
like,
Well, and also then she has evidence
Yeah,
that I was there,
Just be
right?
there.
exactly.
Because sometimes I go and she complains that and also her sister moved into the same building.
Penny is now.
Is that good or bad?
Well, at first it wasn't great, but she's warmed up. And they're on different floors, so like it's as good as she wants to. Yeah. Strangely enough, their windows are pointed at each other, so they can send messages if they want to. You know, send.
Paper airplane.
But I feel like quite close to her. And I like that because I don't really know what to say to her anymore.
You don't have to say anything, Rich.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I like about it is that there's, for a while when she was struggling to speak, I really felt like it seemed like my daughter's really sweet, but also kind of like a bit like pushy. And so, actually, Robin was telling me she went there, and she's really encouraging my mom, to eat when my mom's kind of stopped eating for a while, and said she's like. Robin, I don't know if she's like being funny or like she's a little bit obtuse, but she's like, yeah, we were eating breakfast in the cafeteria, and I was like, come on, Nana, you should eat. And then her friends go,
The other ladies are just like telling her to stop.
leave her alone, or they're chopping food.
They're looking out for Priscilla. She doesn't want anything.
Well, I think that maybe like that might be part of the culture there. Is like maybe you've seen enough people being bullied into, you know.
Mhm.
But also, like I teach in a Catholic school, right?
Yes.
So for a little while there, it was like my mom had kind of given up. And my attitude is if when you give up, there's really, that's like a person's right? So my mom stopped eating and I was just chatting with all the kids. And you have these kind of human moments sometimes at lunch where you forget you're doing a job. They're like, how's your mom? And it's like, oh, did I tell you my mom wasn't well? And somehow they didn't know my mom was well. I was like, oh, she's kind of not eating. And she's like, oh, that's too bad. What are they doing? I'm like, oh, what do you mean? And she's like, her values are you got to put her on a machine and force feed her.
Yeah.
I was like, we can't force feed her. She's like, oh yeah, you can. When he's setting up the force feeding machine, I'm like, that's just not our family's way.
No.
So I
But
didn't
she's
have
come around now.
any. Yeah, I did that.
She is eating.
How
She
about
might have
your
been just
grand?
stubborn for attention that we weren't visiting enough.
She's okay. She's been actually doing pretty well. She's singing in the choir and yeah, she's doing. I think it's so nice to have people around because I think when she was like living in the house that all you see is your grandmother, your husband, and then she passed away, and she ends up having so many more friends and like doing more things every day. So she's been pretty good with me. And actually, there's a group of kids. They're starting up kind of like the grandparents group in your school, right? They're starting it up and going to where she lives. So I was like, okay, I have to find who gets to hang out with my grandma. Maybe I can go one day.
Oh, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make sense if your nieces went there?
It's with the junior high. But
Oh, and is it the same side of the family?
yeah. My nieces go, and I'm teaching them.
That would be weird to go see your grandparent at the grandparent program.
Yeah, but it's just junior high. But they're the ones that I get to hang out with them too. I'm teaching with very much grade science. I have to learn more about not about art. I have to learn about the humans because they're very different. They're the younger ages.
Right. Anyway, get on with something other than just flapping around tonight.
Shopping is a bad.
How's life?
Good.
What if there's people all around?
Yeah.
Maybe we can play. Maybe. Oh, yeah.
I just found out. It's liquid, right? But then what are yours? What are you?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Okay. For what? It's faster and like being here, my brain is better. Because I'm sitting, not sitting, I'm like connected to everybody. Telling people like the ladies is making food.
Yeah.
They didn't bring any food. Try it out. But I think it's okay. I have other problems.
I know it's gonna be late when we get home, but I'm dying for another cup of coffee.
Seeing with other people. Thank you. Thank you.
So you, because I can't deal with it. We'll make Rich jealous for the next 10 minutes. See if it works. How you been?
I do get a little jealous, Bobby.
I do get it.
I'm glad.
Not that I don't trust Jess, it's just that you don't pay enough attention to me.
I've been sitting steady for the last 30 minutes. Don't flatter yourself. No, it's my turn.
Little fairy.
Little fairy. It's cute. I like how you swear that up.
Yeah.
Mm. Nice.
I had the backgrounds because I did the backgrounds last week and then I had something to work on this week because I'm so slow and the watercolor takes so much time to dry and then he can do so many things and I'm like, I'll do one part of it.
And it's all about the process, right?
Everybody
Is the live feed working, Jesse?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, totally. And I like when it dries so lovely. I like the when you don't touch it.
It's like a 70s kind of like, how it like create a sunlight, but then
yeah.
put like colors around it.
Oh yeah, or
Like a
like
70s, how the
Totally.
cartoons would.
and
Yeah.
there'd be almost like glazes over the screen to have different colors too. Yeah, totally. But when it's so when there's these exact shapes, then I feel bad drawing into it. So, your week was okay?
I'm taking pictures. Lots of pictures. It's gonna work on them though. I made a video early this morning. Jewel music in it. There's all these places and won't be here very soon, so
That's interesting.
yeah. A lot of sad music because
True.
everything's leaving, right? So yeah.
Yeah, or you can use it as a shadow.
Yesterday I went to Lakeview and they have the oldest Huskies, and it's going to be one of the last ones standing actually. Because Huskies, I was like, this is a cat, well, just dissipated slowly. But apparently it's the oldest Huskies gas station they have in Calgary.
Oh wow.
So I took pictures of it up at yesterday.
Like the same.
A whole bunch of pictures I put in there actually.
Oh, by on the cloud trap. That husky.
No, that's the one in Lakeview, right beside the IGA.
I feel like it's a school. He goes to school at like.
I thought you took a pretty bold picture of that Trans-Canada adult shop.
Oh, that. Yeah. We don't have any of those anymore. That's permanently closed now.
Imagine what kind of juju's in that space.
Uh-huh.
If you moved in.
Ugh. The things you don't want to find. Yeah, I took pictures of the Olympic Plaza because that's going to go soon. Huskies. Chapters. We don't have chapters anymore. We have one left, and yeah, they all turn to indigos, and you go to indigo to tell you to order online.
Yeah.
Markers are.
I know they moved in and took over all the little shops.
Yeah.
And then we renovated. Oh, yeah.
It's like
There are no more Kayleys. They have one left, but that's going to.
I see them as like a fairy kingdom. Yeah.
They're running a lot of the old LRTs right now till to get rid of them. And I suggested on Facebook you should make a diner out of them.
Totally.
Yeah. People go.
I did actually notice that I was seeing more vintage ones.
Yeah. They're trying to run it through until they don't use them anymore. It was nice to have one on Main Street for a while, but I mean, it was just for art purposes. Took pictures like that. But yeah, if they thought about it, like with all the stuff's going on right now, I would definitely use those and make it like a diner.
That would be really cool.
An LRT, the LRT diner. Yeah. The LRT burger.
Oh,
Imagine.
that would be kind of sketchy. I'll be right back.
Did you use all the coffee beans?
Oh, yeah. Of course we did. Yeah. Five cups, like we gave some of our friends, and we used them all up.
That's good.
Yeah.
I can use that much.
Yeah. Yeah, coffee we do not have a problem using.
No, I love it, but I don't like to keep it for too long.
Totally, yeah.
What did you do? You done?
I'll show you, yeah. Sorry, Bobby. I started the background last week and I did the little puck
Oh, cute.
this week. Yeah.
It's what I did.
It's really magic.
You know, there was this topic about the fairy was
Was in Midsummer Night Dream.
and this is this the other one is like
Oh, Hestia.
yeah, goddess.
Yeah.
So this is like this is
You're amazing. Thank you for introducing me.
yeah, that's what
You're inspired.
I love that.
Oh, it's nice. I feel like this and it just covers everything.
Oh, nice.
You see a bunch of people sitting.
Yeah, that's really
So
fun.
what the we wanted bright colors, and then they were pale.
Yeah, I like abstract.
Yeah, totally. There's so much just the intense feeling.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
a fish. I don't know what I'm doing now, I'm wrecking the fish.
It's kind of like the Moby Dick, like the idea of it's like getting away. Like that's what
The fish is now swimming in some white stuff. The red sky, and not too. Nice and yours?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Is that watercolor? Yeah. Okay. I did the background last week. I work a lot slower. Like I did this, the background, and then I let it dry, and then it takes a little while longer. So I had some background to work with.
I need something to put in this poster.
Dad, I can't say anything. I just like
Just two people sitting down for a book.
Right? I
And
was thinking of
just
writing
having
a
like a-
book, but I was like, I don't want it to be too extreme. I just
like it's it looks like almost like
the quiet, like the
stick
empty space.
or not. Maybe it looks like you're in a restaurant and you have that beside as a
Just
poster.
with my brush. So I had
Exactly.
I got like a lot of paint
Yeah.
brush, and then I just give it my finger another brush and I whack it against it. And I just had like little brushes, so it was yeah. And sometimes I don't even need to whack it against anything. I have so much paint on it, it doesn't let go. Yeah, and I was like trying to do it. I didn't do it. It was
I think I got through this without making a spelling mistakes. Even when I'm like copying it right now, I often will screw something up. Like letter out or something. I have to do it from bottom up to make sure it fits.
Oh, did you do it?
I can go wash my hands.
Do you want to check my spelling?
That's what they would like to say. I think they was kind of so clean.
It's happening now.
What's that?
I just zoned out. Skip letters. And I did it upside down. I started at the end and worked my way backwards. So
Yeah,
the
you
letters would
did.
fit.
As I am. If we have now to escape the serpent's tongue.
Sorry.
We like right there. I'll start a liar call. So good night to you. Keep your hands like we do. Aw, Robin shall restore.
Do you ever do stuff with charcoal and water?
Yeah, I really like charcoal and water. Charcoal is my like comfort zone. Like I really try not to lean on it too much because it's just so comfortable for me. But like charcoal is my spirit tool. I remember I was in a class one time, and this was years after art school, but I was because I got my passion for charcoal from my most important instructor, Richard Halliday. And in my writing program, we had to do like a presentation. So I did a drawing for my presentation. And there was a lady that also went to art school, and halfway through my presentation, she's like, "You were in Richard Halliday's class." I was like, "Thank you for that." And this is also a nice moment where you rip the tape off.
That's the best kind of tape to use.
Yeah, not that sticky. If you have tape that is too sticky, you can stick it to your clothes. Done. Time is it?
About 8:30.
Oh, I'll do another
Oh,
one.
wow. Doing great.
Got nothing but time.
This one. Yeah, like I'm sure.
Bobby, was you ever hang my art show? Photography show here?
I've already done that.
Well, I mean, the next few days that we have. Oh, I asked you that last week.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I know, I understand what you mean.
This is my little happy place.
Me too.
From high school asked me the other day, what are you thinking when you're taking the pictures? I just said to her, I said, depends on what I'm looking at. Either look up, look down, look around you, stop. And I usually take pictures. I usually take pictures on my days off.
I started taking pictures from my belly button. And so rather than looking through the viewfinder on my camera, I put it here.
Yeah.
And try to feel where it's pointing. And I feel like I take better pictures when I don't look through the viewfinder.
Yeah. And I realized something. How, like, being from New Brunswick, like, nothing changes.
Right.
Like, Calgary's 100 years old and it's been changing drastically.
Right. But New Brunswick, they have weather, don't they?
They have weather, of
Four
course.
seasons.
Yeah. But true. However, Fredericton has conserved a lot of the heritage building. Moncton has done the same thing.
Right.
Calgary, not so much. And I was talking to a friend who said, your documentary, and all the buildings are going away. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to set the live feed down and then come back? Zach, are you coming back later?
Come find us.
Who's this? Is that Theo? Looks like Theo's gone. Are you there, Theo?
Yeah.
And then Kelly, we'll see you back later.
So I have like
Okay.
I feel like I always want to say yes, but then also. They're like, it's space, isn't it? Like, you don't have space. Like, thank you for asking. It's very cool.
so I wrote this one. I don't know if the other one.
Would you like to put the other ones in, or would you like to take those ones
Zach, are you coming
I
back?
would like to take the orange one.
Perfect. Yeah. Weird.
And if you need to adjust the prices, just want to give this one like kind of less it and
I let them sit.